What's up? What's up? Yep. Get a few things situated right here. Oh man. Jacory, what's up, Jacory? What's going on, man? How are you? How you been? Appreciate you sliding on me. Let me make sure I get this shared up in a couple places. Give a couple people that's up a chance to get in here. Mm-hmm. Everything is good, my brother. Another day above the ground. Appreciate you hosting this. Yes, sir. A lot of games today, Tiff. Appreciate you for sliding, Jacory. Good morning, Tiffany. A lot of games today, Tiff. Got some, in about another 3, 4 days, I'm gonna feel like I'm back. I already feel like I'm back a little bit because my son got me getting up early at 6:30 in the motherfucking morning, taking him to basketball practice. We're gonna have to talk about that. I'm gonna talk to the coaches about that. But at the end of the day, we where we at right now. So we about to get to it. Um, hmm. Let me slide Jackson over here. If y'all didn't catch the Jackson video, I know y'all did. I would I would rather y'all check it on that where over there, man. Shit, whatever. Where I posted it at. Yeah, Tiff, you already know. So listen, let me pin this up here. Pin that. Go over here. I'm on X today, man. I ain't been on X in a while. Streaming on X. I'm gonna see how this is gonna work. If my computer start acting up, then I probably would move from X. But it is what it is. We think we're good though. I think we're good. So it is what it is, right? Oh, let me run a check on X though. Let me see how we looking. See how we looking. It's been a while since I guess we're looking okay. We're looking okay. Let me see if I can check a resolution over here. Try to put it on 1080p. If you ever have problems with your resolution or whatever the case may be, just go to your settings, whether you're on Facebook, Instagram, whatever, YouTube, and just configure your settings, man, and then you'll be able to see things better. I'm doing 1080p right now. I'm not doing 4K or nothing like that. 1080p is about what you really need. To the next few years. Um, Yesterday, man. Let's see. A lot of people was mad yesterday. Shout out to Jackson. He cast the 3.5 threes for Zach Levine as well as the plus 10 for Sacramento. So if you caught that, He also the Jimmy Butler 4.5. So that was a good day for Jackson, man. Straight up, good day for Jackson, man. Like I said, that's free. I mean, you could download it for free. You know what I'm saying? And if you decide to go forward with it, then you know it is what it is. So if you haven't checked Jackson, my AI companion, I will drop links. I do have a link on my YouTube for the people who's watching this on X or Facebook, whatever the case may be. YouTube is my primary joint, my primary spot. I'm going to be there before I be anywhere. Jackson, like Trey Jones, over 19.5 points and assists. Really, what a good acquisition by the Chicago Bulls. That's all I can say. They also like Cedric Coward, over 15.5 points and rebounds. We'll probably run a check through that. Atlanta Hawks money line versus Brooklyn Nets parlay piece. Jamal Shead, over 9.5 points and assists. And Portland +3. I'll be looking for, it'll be a clash of the Titans right there. I'll be looking at, of course, I'll be looking at Drew Holiday. He's just been crushing it for us. So I can't, it is what it is with that situation. Hold on, let me share this up at one more spot here. Let me share this up in one more spot here. Well, niggas say we bad it. Y'all ain't ready for that, for that. I know a lot of y'all younger, man, but man, I came up off that shit. That No Limit. P saved the game, bro. He saved the game. When Pac and Big and them died, man, he saved the game. Straight up. I'm from where niggas say we body bad, and then we ride. All right, let's go. James Harden, man, stuck a fork in me last night. Wow, man. Why you do me like that, bro? Damn, man, I had to cash out, and I'm like, man, should I cash out? I'm like, man, you know what? I ain't even gonna cash out, man. Straight up, sat up there and died with it, man. That was crazy work. I got one more instance. I need to share this. One more, and I'm ready to rock and roll. Okay. All right. Houston Rockets, Toronto Raptors. Okay. First play I made today, right? Painful play. Not painful, but painful. Not painful. First and foremost, let's get X over here. Bam. Let me pull it up. All right. So look, if you're not rocking with, you got to be, for the people that don't do this a lot on a regular basis and things of that nature. You absolutely have to have underdog. You have to be following underdog, bro. Straight up, man. And these streams, when I do these streams, we getting ourselves ready for the avalanche of news that'll come later on. So we know where to pivot, where to go, where to pivot when we know who's in and who's out, right? And where the value is going to be and things of that nature, right? For player props and for a host of things. Sometimes we're going to bet on the injury report, right? We're going to bet against the injury report. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature, right? So it is what it is. Fred VanVleet out, Dorian Finney-Smith, Jakob Poeltl doubtful, Merrill, Struss, Garland, things like that. Mo Wagner, Isaiah Thompson is questionable. Keep an eye out on that, along with Karis LeVert. Probable for the Atlanta guys. Brooklyn is ass. Whatever. Kobe White, Zach out. Now this is big blows to Indiana, man. So Derek Lively doubtful. Man, yes, we're gonna love Anthony Davis today, and we're gonna love Cooper Flag today in some shape, form, or fashion. But we'll get to that game. Just looking at the injury report, you should be able to visualize where you want to attack certain situations, right? Marcus Smart questionable. I want to know the status of Marcus Smart today because I might want to bet on him. Memphis. A lot of questionable guys, a lot of guys out. Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks. Okay. Warriors plan to switch between Podziemski, Quinn Post as the fifth starter. Kerr wants to keep Al Horford off the bench in limited minutes. Jimmy Butler had himself an okay game, whatever the case may be with that. Smart defender. All right, let's get to it. We're going to lose a little bit of Doink, a little bit of Jackson, a little bit of some game day insights. We're going to use a little bit of all this, okay? So, let's get to it. First game on the docket here, we got the Rockets at Raptors here. Like I said, they're ailing in the Raptors ailing in the center position. And the rest of those guys are kind of frail and things like that when you're looking at the 1 through 4, right? So they were running up against a team like this Rockets team. They play big. Now, they made a starting lineup change last game. We need to keep an eye out on that situation. And I think Thomas is he might be probable. I don't know. Keep an eye out on this, though. Keep an eye out on this. So, one more thing I need to add up here. NBA Advanced. Okay, NBA. Let's go to NBA Advanced Statistics here. All right. Let's go players. Let's go to teams. General, traditional. I do like to look at a few things here and just tracking, a few things here, right? Maybe like pace and stuff like that throughout the season. See who's fluctuating, see who's doing what they're supposed to be doing and stuff like that. Right off the back, I'm noticing where we do know Miami is playing at a high pace this year, which is very surprising. I wanted to check who does Memphis play? Excuse me. This is a little bit off topic, but I need to see this. Oh, Phoenix, right? So I need to see where Phoenix is playing in. Okay. Phoenix around the middle of the pack. Okay, that'll be the Devin Booker and that'll be the Devin Booker and Josh show. So we should get your popcorn ready for that one tonight. Both of those guys got attitude problems and shit. Should be fun, right? Both of their teams, whatever. But where we at with this right now is, I'll tell you, right? So I really want them to run out that same line that they ran out. I want the Rockets to run out that same line that they ran last game. First of all, Houston, Durant, your Thompsons, your Jabari Smiths, everything. Those guys are in play for whatever you need them to be in play for, right? Steven Adams came off the bench last game. He played 16 minutes. Okay, with Jakob being doubtful, I like the matchup here for somebody like Sandro Mamu. I just call him Mamu because I want to butcher this shit. But the value there, I mean, his rebounds in at 5.5. It was with San Antonio he might have got drafted by San Antonio, but at the end of the day, his rebound sitting at 5.5. You can get it. I got it on FanDuel at I think a plus. I got on FanDuel at like a plus 105 or something like that, right? I do have it sitting over there, and that's something that we could take heed to. I'm gonna take the stab. I'm gonna take the stab at it, and so this year he's played. Backing up Jakob and things of that nature. He's played 15, 21 and 17 minutes. Just not a lot of time for him to get in his groove. He can't hit the three and things of that nature. So he might be able to have a little bit of success stepping out. If they start Steven Adams, it's going to be tough, right? Steven Adams is a tough guy. Steven Adams' rebounds are in play as well. We just want to look, even if he's coming off the bench, right? You get a 7.5. I think you go. I think you could go, right? So that's one thing. But we're talking about Sandro. So, like I said, he's right now this season, he's probably played, 20 some, 32, 50 something, so he's averaging about 18 minutes a game or something like that, 16, 17 minutes a game. But only thing I can say is I could probably give him a minutes bump, right? So we're looking at this last 10 games, right? It's going to draw back to last season, so that's fine. Right? So if I give him a minutes bump of, let's say, I'd expect him to be out there for about 25 minutes at the very least, right? So I bump him up to 25 minutes, okay? Now, 25 minutes. His rebound line is sitting at 5.5. 24, 25 season, it's only been a few games where he's played that many minutes. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The last 7 games, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The last 6 games he's played, he's had rebounds in the area of 16, 11, 12, 8, 11, 9. So, if he don't get his 6 rebounds, he don't get his 6 rebounds. It's a strong lean for me. Did I play it? Yeah, I play it. If you want to play it, you can play it too. Is it an official play for me? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Yeah, definitely. What's up, Jason Grant? How you doing, my guy? But yeah, could be Scotty Barnes. Yeah, for sure. Could be Scotty Barnes on the boards and all that, right? One thing I like about this Raptors team, they got individual players that can get busy on your ass, straight up. So, and then if you feeling really froggy, because I did sprinkle a little something on it. If you're feeling real froggy, it was between FanDuel and DraftKings, but I did take him for a double-double, right? And the double-double, I got it for, right, the same number at plus 1440, right? FanDuel was a little bit like plus 1400, right? And I'm getting ready to show you the importance of line shopping, because that you put for $100 better, that's 1400, right? You're gonna win 1440, right? Here is 1400 plus 1400. $100 better will draw back 1400. Now, if you go over here to Bet365, they normally have the best odds, but shit won't even load up for me, man. I don't know what be going on. Truth be told, let me see here. So if they let me log in, then maybe I could. So for a double-double here, if you just waking up in the morning and you just like, okay, only thing I do is play on one book, right? And you really like the double-double, right? So you're gonna get the double-double on 365 for plus 700. Plus 700. But you go on DraftKings, you're going to get the double-double for plus 1,400, right? Or you're going to get it on FanDuel for plus 1,400 as well. So the importance of just shopping around can make you, that's a whole, for $100 better, that's a whole $700 swing, okay? That's a whole $700 swing right there. Is he going to hit it? Is he going to hit it? More likely, no. Can he? Has he in his past? Yes, this is the first scenario of his kind. He's going to be thrown into it. The services will be needed because he'll be going up against a few bigs. The value is there for you to bet on it as long. You can sprinkle a few bucks on it. I'm not trying to be a bad influence. I'm just saying, right? It is what it is. Now, I sprinkled on it. I sprinkled on it. I took the regular rebounds. I sprinkled on it. I'm thinking about taking his points plus rebounds. I don't know what his usage is going to be like, though. He's behind some. He'll be behind some pretty high usage players, right? But he ain't going to be able to hit the double-double without getting the rebounds. So I would definitely like for him to hit those rebounds for me. Now he has a 1.5 3-point line. I don't think I would be going there, but it is what it is, right? He has points plus rebound line is sitting at 14.5. I'm not opposed to getting there, but I haven't seen his role. His role would be, he won't have a big time role with these guys. What about his assists? Let's see. 2.5. Let me filter his minutes one more time. Let's say more than 25 minutes. How about let's go more than 23? I went 25 the first time. How about more than 23? Assists, he's over that line of 3 of 10, whatever, right? So, long story short, I took the double-double. I took the 5.5 rebounds at plus money, and now I'm thinking about going to the points plus rebound. I could probably lose all of that shit, man. But that's what we do. That's not what we do, but that's the world that we live in. I could easily win all 3 of them too. Scotty Barnes, he's somebody I'll probably be looking at for hit, rebounds, assists. Maybe. I don't know. Brandon Ingram. I've been doing okay without betting these guys. We'll see what's going to happen, right? The 5.5 assist prop for Emmanuel Quickly looks okay, but it is what it is. Hey, if we liking double doubles today, we gotta bet them since we missed out last night. Yeah, for sure. Good morning. Just finished a 5-mile run. Focus. I wish I could do that, sir. I can. Maybe I need to start at 2 blocks first and build it up block by block. Harry Potter. Good morning. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So. Like I said, one-man show right now. I'm not going to try to go all the way deep off until there's some, I ain't going to say there's some blowout risk. I'm not even going to throw that out there, right? I'm going to just fall back, right? I'll be looking at this game for a lot of rebound purposes, right? Whether it's Thompson, Mamu, or could be anybody, bro. Could be anybody. But I'm going to just keep it moving, man. I'm going to just keep it moving. Let me see. I'm going to keep it moving. Houston Rockets team is a team that some of those players, they don't need self-explanation, man. Sengun is in a good spot. I want to know, my thing about that Houston Rockets team, like I said, I want to know who's starting. Because they flipped the script on this last game, and what's his name only played 16 minutes. Adams. One thing I do want to see is I want to go back to that bench, the Houston bench, and take a look at Capella, Okogie, right? Okogie. Let me see something. What did he do? How many minutes he played? So he came in. Okogie came in into the starting lineup. He played 30 minutes, okay? So Adams went to the bench. Okogie came in for 30 minutes, okay? So, and then coach could be trying to try something, right? He did have 10 points. We'll see, right? We'll see what it's going to do, but keep that in the back of the mind, in the back of your mind. He did come in and play 30 minutes last game. Aaron Holly, what you been doing? He played. Let's play 7. So it was a Koji project. Okay, keep that in mind. That was an Koji project. Orlando, we got a spread of 1.5 here. Over under 225.5. Orlando, team total sitting at 114.5. Detroit team total sitting at 112.5. Right. So we did cash the 2.5 field goal attempts. Free throw attempts at plus 125 for Wendell Carter. Right. I don't see them moving that line. He didn't do enough last game to move that line. What will somebody like Durant do? He can definitely get into foul trouble. So keep that in mind. So what I'm gonna do here is first and foremost, I'm gonna revisit Bet365, and I'm gonna go and hurry up and go check, right? Because I haven't looked. So let's go see if what we're looking like, right? For the free throws, right? Let me see. Free throws, props. Free throws attempted, okay? Carter, 2.5 minus 105, okay? Before I talk about everybody else, I want to go check that because that's been a wagon. That's been a wagon, right? This full season. So going straight to Wendell Carter. He took 3 free throws in every game, right? He took 3 free throws in every game. Now, I did take his free throws, and I did take his free throws made, and he sold me. That motherfucker sold me, right? He hit 1 last game. But the attempts, he just hit that attempt line versus Philly. So it's still cashing right now. I do want to take a look at the free throws made. It's probably 1.5. 1.5 minus 160. So I think I'll just stick with you can use the 1.5 as a parlay piece, and I'll probably stick with the 2.5 and just, keep on playing that. When I find a gem on my own, something like that, I definitely like to keep on playing it. But that's in play. Now rewind it back. Jalen Suggs. He's been on the minute limit. He played 16, 19, 20. It's a possibility he might get to 22 tonight. Who knows? His rebound sitting at 2.5. This is the coaches not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you when somebody's on the minutes limit. You got to monitor that shit yourself. And sometimes you got to take a swack at it. You know what I'm saying? So, going up against Detroit. He had 12 points, 1 for 3 for 3, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. So he's got a 2.5, 3 rebound line and a 2.5 assist line, right? What we looking like here? Orlando 8th in pace. Detroit they're slower. 8-13. Okay. A little bit almost close to middle of the pack. All right. Defense. Orlando, not what they were, right? Not what they were. But if you got a hunch and you just feel like, man, you know what I'm saying? Then let me see. His numbers are in play. Especially if he get 22 minutes, it'll be in play. Some of these numbers, at least the assist, 2.5. But we'll see. He's hit that number in back-to-back games. We'll see. Desmond Bain, I think you could. I would. I don't know. I'm not betting on Desmond Bain. If I do, it'll probably be the 3, right? Franz is these are guys, they're true usage for me, right? Coming off of 17%. Let me see. What was the score of this Philly game? 124 to 136. Philly beat them. Oh, my God. 4.5 rebounds. Detroit versus Detroit. He's got 30 in back-to-back games. Hit 4 threes in back-to-back games versus Detroit with 7 and 8 assists. Those probably were some games. 22 shots in both games. Nah, I think Paolo was playing them games because the games without Paolo, he's probably taking 25 to 30 shots, I think. Let's see who was in that game. Yeah, Paolo played that game. Paolo took 22 shots. Franz took 22 shots. Those are the two highest usage players there on the team. So, it is what it is when it comes to that situation. Let me see something. Let's flick over here to Game Day Insights here. And how about we look at the small forward position? Just get a quick early glance. I know a lot of these numbers, they don't apply or whatever right now, but Detroit, you can definitely attack Detroit from the power forward position, I know. But I'm getting skeptical of Orlando's defense for sure. So Paolo will probably be up there in that power forward position. He'll probably be faced with Tobias Harris. Detroit doing the same old Detroit things versus power forwards. Rebounds, they're giving up rebounds, rebound chances, assists, potential assists. They're probably top five potential assists. Number 2, potential assists to power forwards. So ball handling power forwards, similar to like Paolo can get busy there. Field goal attempts. Detroit 1, 2, 3, 4. Field goals made. Offensive rebounds, blocks. Damn, they're giving up blocks. Detroit giving up to power forward position. They're giving up blocks and steals. So, Paolo, huh? His rebound prop sitting at 6.5. He's over this number in 8 of his last 10, including this season. He's hit it in 3 or 4, so he's 75% to this number this season. They can give up some assists, so he's got a 4.5 assist line. Don't know if I'll get that. You could combine it all together, you know what I'm saying, for PRAs or rebounds and assists, or points plus assists, or points plus rebounds, however you want to look at it. I wouldn't look at him for threes. Versus Detroit, 29 points, 32 points. Had himself a pretty good game. Pretty good games versus Detroit. His PRAs, fancy score, and all that shit could be in play. We know the usage is going to be there. One of their best defenders would be Thompson. He'll probably see Franz. Paolo will probably be the 4. He'll probably see, okay. Maybe Paolo, right? So Paolo could be in play some shape, form, or fashion. Points, rebounds, and or assists. I don't know. I don't know. I have to look more into it, but I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll drop Paolo PRAs over here, and just to track it, right? Just to track it. Not, I haven't betted, nothing like that, just to make sure I don't forget about it, all right? Interesting here. If he can't get Duran in foul trouble and Duran is able to hang around, Duran could probably have his way in the rebound category here. We'll see, right? But Wendell Carter's been doing his thing. The 1-3 is also in play for Wendell Carter, especially against somebody like Duran. Like, yeah, come on, bring your ass on out here. I think he can hit a 3 on him, right? So he's got double-digit rebounds in back-to-back games, an assist here, whatever the case may be. But yeah, versus Detroit, last time he played Detroit, he's got a double-double there. He's been scoring on it. Tobias under PRA. I don't know. I'm watching Orlando defense right now. Orlando defense ain't been like what it was, but we'll see, bro. We will see. I'm getting ready to get to that because I'm thinking like, man, if he gonna have to notice his old team, if he's able to attack Paulo, we're gonna see what's gonna happen. We're gonna see what's gonna happen, right? With his role, I don't know. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. He's got double-digit points in 8 of his 10 games. He's giving a few assists versus them. Rebounds in at 8.5. Points in at 9.5. Free throws. He's hit his free throw line versus them in every game except for 2 in the last 10. Wendell Carter. Lower usage guy. We'll see what's going to happen. I can need to check out Tobias Harris because I've been meaning to check him out. So 17 minutes versus Cleveland. Tough matchup versus Mobley. I get it. Prior to that, he had 8 rebounds or better in every game. Going up against his old team. Back-to-back games with 2 threes. Versus Orlando. He's rebounded the ball pretty well versus Orlando. He's hit this rebound line in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of his last 6 games versus Orlando. This last game he had 2. He only played 17 minutes. What happened? Paulo was there. 113 to 121. I don't know. He had a bad game. Could have been clamped. And then right here, his points per sitting at 13.5. All right, so what's his usage been like as of this season? I don't know. I don't know if I can fuck with him. Can he have an outlier game? Yeah. I don't know if I can bet on him today. We'll see what's going to happen, though. So Thompson, Boston 21, 12. Rebounds in at 5.5. Minutes has been there. How is this team rebounding? Pelicans, Atlanta, Sacramento, Dallas, Washington, OKC. Small sample size though, so I'm not gonna take a lot into this, but who the fuck am I looking? Oh, Orlando and Detroit. Orlando, Detroit. Okay. All right. Well, let me see. Orlando. Okay, Detroit. Rebound chances. Blocks. They're giving up blocks and steals. Okay. All right. Duncan Robinson's going to shoot the 3. I can't bet on Duncan Robinson, man. Duran versus Orlando. See, that's why some of those pace, man, sometimes pace play a big factor, right? Like last year, Orlando, slow pace ass team, and then Detroit, slow pace ass team, man. They were slow pace guys. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It reflects your overall stat line. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If Durant can stay out of foul trouble, I can see him getting to a double-double or something like that. Cade. Last time he played them, he had 35, January 25th, 2 for 7, 11 dimes, 37, 41% usage rate, 25, 24, 32. What about in general right now? 18, 25 points, 5.5 assists. Oh, rebounds. I was going to say assisting at 8.5. All these numbers are pretty tight. They pretty tight. They are. Paulo is somebody I'm looking at. I got on my radar. Paulo. What about the threes? Let me see something here. Let's look at the defensive shot profile for these teams. Points in the paint. Orlando. No, field goal attempts. In the paint, field goal attempts. Orlando. When you look at it, though, I mean, Paulo, rim protector. No. Wendell Carter, kind of little. They do got like Bataze coming off the bench, kind of little. So whatever, right? Paint points, they are 6th. Fast break points, they are Orlando 3rd. Then we look at Detroit. We'll see. I was looking for green. Let me refresh this real quick. Okay, no new news. All right. Let me go back here. Hold on. I'm loving Tobias under PRA. I didn't see that, Potter. I thought you said points. That's PRA. Okay, I can dig it. Yeah, I can dig it. Somebody he can stay in front of him, shit like that. I could get it. I could dig it rather. I could dig it. I didn't see that PRA out there. So that's interesting. Let's move to the next game. Cleveland and Boston, right? So this game here, automatically, when I'm looking at from a matchup standpoint, I'm automatically thinking Evan Mobley, right? So for the sake of things here, I'm gonna put his points over here just to track him. I think I have to take his points by default, and you know what I'm saying. I think I got to take his points by default, but with this current roster that they got right now, Boston, I just don't see who is what. You know what I'm saying? So, personally, I mean, you know, I don't know, man. Let me see. I think he could be a little frustrating sometimes. Evan Mobley, you know, it's like as if sometimes it's like we just wish we had that motherfucking joystick in our hand and we could just control his ass because, man, I still think he should be better than what he is. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I don't know if they alter their starting lineup or what do they do, but I know they've been starting: White, Pritchard, Minion, Jaylen Brown, and Kata. Okay, so I mean, it's gonna have this lineup can have its advantages in certain instances. You know what I'm saying? You got somebody like Jaylen Brown stepping out, trying to go around somebody like or stretching them out for the three. So things like that can be in play, but I don't think they shouldn't be able to stop Mobley. Strong lean towards the over points, maybe rebounds, maybe double-double, whatever the case may be. You'll get a double-double for him at plus 125 in places. We can look at without players. we could just look at Boston, right? Versus Boston. Last 3 games been it's got a couple rough go rounds versus Boston. 9 points, 10 rebounds, 7.5 rebounds, 17 and 12. The last time you seen them. We could also filter it without Darius Garland and just go like that. 1 game versus Boston without Darius Garland, 7 for 12, 10 rebounds, a steal, da-da-da-da. We can go in and see who was there. So, Smart. That was the Smart days, right? Jason Tatum, Cornette, Horford, Blake Griffin and all that shit back there. So, whatever, right? At the end of the day, it is what it is, right? That was, I don't know what year that was. But, let me see, potential rebound chances, da-da-da. Field goal attempts, 12, 13. Man, he's supposed to be getting 17, 18, 19 shots, man. But the guy who has been crushing these guys has been Donovan Mitchell, right? If you look at Donovan Mitchell versus Boston, it's been, man, he's been terrorizing them. 3.5 rebounds. He's over in 9 of 10. 3-point field goals. He's over 3.5 threes. He's over in 8 of 10. His points prop at 29.5. He's over in 8 of 10. So it would be my luck if he just go. I bet on him. He go out there and sell, right? I'm just saying. So at the end of the day, it is what it is, right? I took his assist the other day. Guess what? 1, right? No, 2. Like, you couldn't even. And who got the assist? Hunter. Just whoop-de-doo, right? That motherfucker just said, hey, I'm finna go out there and have 6 assists when I bet on him. Right? But, things are in play for him. I don't think they got anybody over there to guard him, So, and he's got something against them boys, I guess. I don't know, but he crushes their ass, right? And then not a lot of big-time rim protection back there. When you get past that first level of defense, he can attack the basket. So it is what it is. Can I see Jared Allen getting to his rebounds and things of that nature? I can. Sometimes Jared Allen can get busy offensively. As you can see versus Detroit, he was pretty efficient, 7 for 12, 6 for 7 for the free throw. He had 20 points, 2 of his last 3 games. He's had 20 points. He hasn't been rebounding the way I want him to. Versus Boston, he has 5 of his last 6 games. He had double-digit rebounds. That's pretty cool. That's okay. That's cool and all, but early in the season, he could be hit or miss. That's all I can say. So the history-wise, I really like Donovan Mitchell history versus this team, right? Matchup standpoint, I just feel like Evan Mobley got the matchup. Donovan does too, right? But man, like who they gonna put on Evan Mobley? Would they all or keep an eye out to see if they alter their lineup? Boston, Derrick White gonna shoot the 3. Peyton Pritchard is too. Minyard, I can't do nothing with that right now. I ain't gonna lie. Jaylen Brown, we know he's gonna have the usage. If he stays at the 4, I don't know. I don't know how this is going to work, man. How many threes does he shoot through versus Cleveland? Last game he had 37. He took 6 threes. Amongst those trees, you might want to take some threes. You know what I'm saying? So, free throw line, 7 of 10. Damn, who played that game? Let's see. Was Tatum playing? Yep. Tatum was playing. Okay. Kada. If he can stay out of foul trouble, they're going to need him for some extra minutes today, probably. He's played 21. He's played 25, 21, 26, 22. Rebound chances versus New Orleans Pelicans. He had 11 rebounds on 24 rebound chances. That was pretty good. His rebound sitting at 7.5. He hasn't played any significant time versus this defense. The most minutes he played, he had one game with 24 and one game with 16. Other than that, nothing of significance. I'm gonna keep it moving. Let me go back and add Donovan Mitchell, just for the simple fact that he's just had. I got him on my thumbnail. I was fighting between him, Anthony Davis, and the Joker and this boy here, but I settled on Donovan Mitchell. I probably won't even bet on him, but we'll see. I'm gonna track that. Going back, just trying to identify some spots, man. Before we get into anything here, of course, the 10.5 assists, track that. Trae Young, bad defense. The 1.5 threes. Porzingis, track that. Bam. The wagon has been Dyson Daniels under 10.5 points. That's been the wagon. Track that. Under. He's cashed that every game. I've been throwing that shit in parlays and everything. And that don't mean I'm going, it'll be a lean, right? Okay. And then going up against this Nets team, let's see, looking at defense position, we will look at what are we looking at? Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn Nets right here at the top, right? So, so far, they've given up, they've given up, 130 points? What is this per game? Yeah. Assists is up there. 3-pointers made is up there. Damn, they must be number one in that. No, Utah, then Brooklyn, okay? Field goals made. They're giving up a lot of field goals, man, 45. So it is what it is, right? Defensive shot profile. Brooklyn, they're in the green on field goal attempts. Above the break, they're in the green. Above the break, 3-point attempts. Okay. Go back to defensive possession. I want to look at the center. 3-pointers. Brooklyn, top 10 versus the centers here. Let me see. Brooklyn in the green in points. Potential assists. 3-pointers made. Field goals made. Jalen Johnson should be in play. The whole team should be in play. Jalen Johnson should be in play, though. Yeah, he should be in play. He'll probably see some Michael Porter. 3-point attempts, 3-pointers made, offensive rebounds, points, Brooklyn, Diana Green there. These numbers gonna catch up with themselves, right? I'm just looking at something. Yeah, Jalen Johnson, I did kind of skip over him, but some of the obvious that I did point out. Right now, I could just be in the mode where what up, J-Man? Could be in the mode where I'm just letting Jalen Johnson, just come on back in his own, right? So he could, fit back in. You got a new addition of somebody like Kristaps Porzingis. They need to, gel up a little bit. But he's got 20 points in 2 of his last 3 games. He's 50% to his point prop this season. And then the rebound sitting at 8.5. How fast are these bumps? Well, I know Toronto is playing Atlanta. Well, Atlanta is around 10. What about Brooklyn then? Brooklyn, okay, they're playing a little slow. Okay, well, let's see here. 20 points in back-to-back game for Porzingis. 12 and 17 shots. Biggs getting busy on them this season already. 22 for Allen. Okay, Victor, 31, and Sengun, 21. Victor and Sengun both hit their threes. Rebound, they just crushing their rebound line, but it's set so low. He's not the greatest rebounder, right? So I don't bet on his rebounds. So which pushes me all the way back on over here to somebody like Claxton. 26 minutes, 23 minutes. What's his rebound? 7.5. In this matchup, it's possible for him to get there versus Atlanta. And these numbers are from last year, so of course he had to deal with better rebounders last year, like Clint Capella and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, if you want to look at Claxton, you can. And then you also have Day'Ron Sharpe. I can go to the bench. Day'Ron Sharpe, he's been popping out lately, right? 7, 8 rebounds here, 10 rebounds. Nope, let me stop it. Right here. He just came out versus Houston. He had 17 points, 12 rebounds. I think it was, I forgot what the score was in that game, but he did show a little bit of rebound in there. So, yeah, 14 points that first game. Him and they split them center minutes. I don't know what they're gonna do with that situation. They need to make a move for one of those guys. One of those guys is gonna have to go. Yep. I mean, can Claxton hit his rebounds? Yeah. Am I gonna bet that? Nope. He's a shot blocker. He can definitely block some shots. This season he hadn't even blocked a fucking shot. So I don't know what's been going on with him. Y'all know how good of a shot blocker he was last year and years prior, but and then from a usage standpoint, of course, you got Cam Thomas out there. He took 9 shots versus Houston, pace down. Both of these teams was pace down, but you catch a pace up matchup and stuff like that where he can get more shots up. Like he took that 25 shots versus the Spurs, then he can get busy, right? 5 for 12 from 3. You know what I'm saying? We know what he can do. I don't know though. I don't know. Right? He'll probably see some Daniels. So we'll see what'll happen. We will. Last year, he did give them 36 on 14 to 27 shooting, 6 rebounds, a few, whatever the case may be, 5. But, I don't know, man. I don't. The consistency ain't there for me right now. This assist prop at 2.5. It's in play. 2.5 assists right here. I wouldn't take the under for what's his name, Seraph. I'll put that over there. I'll track that down. The 2.5 assists in a matchup like this. The verdict is still out. Ayo from the Bulls has no steals or blocks. Is you throwing a shot at my Bulls or what, man? Straight up. Is that what we on this morning, J-Man? Straight up, man. He come right at my neck with that, bro. We 3-0, though. Nah, let me stop. I can't advocate for the Bulls like that. You know what I'm saying? But, they is my squad. But at the end of the day, I can't just be, saying, we 3-0 like that. No, man, I can't do that. I can't. Organization don't want the Bulls to win. Kristaps Porzingis still getting blocks. All right, well, I know the assist for Trey, and like I said, that 1.5 threes and possibly points for but this team is bad defensively, man. Bad defensively. The 2.5 assists for Seraph, it is what it is. Let's keep it moving. Speaking of the Bulls, we're going up against the Sacramento Bulls versus the Chicago Bulls, right? So it is what it is. I was going to pick him up on my fantasy team and saw his stats. I'm like, my bad. I know, right? He coming off the bench, but he is still getting good minutes. He's still getting good minutes. Last night, Sacramento started their lineup. They threw in Westbrook and benched Keon Ellis. So we're going to see how things are going to happen here and what things are going to transpire and how things are going to look and how things are definitely going to work out, right? So Uh, looking at these props, looking at this game off back. This is a second leg of a back to back for the Kings. So it's good to Grant say DeMar better not sell. It's a second game of a back to back. You know he's gonna want to try to do something, but the Bulls got a few lengthy guys, right? The Bulls. So look, the Bulls got first and foremost. Isaac Okoro, he's okay defender, okay? Jacory, who is that? Wait a minute. Wait. Hold up. Let me pull this down so I can see this chat. Not Jacory. DeMar better not sell. I like the Bulls here. Levine, DeRozan about to fry y'all though. They got this. The Bulls got this one marked on their calendar probably. They probably got this one marked on the calendar. I ain't even gonna lie. We're going to see. Bulls might have this one marked. Hold up. One second, y'all. Okay, the Bulls might have this one marked, bro. Straight up. But damn, when Kobe they gonna have problems now, man. Because when Kobe come back, Collins, okay, that's fine. But when Kobe come back, he gonna have to. Who gets sent to the bench? I don't know. Trey. Yeah, this could be a Bull spot. Young legs, like you say. Buzella's got to keep his hands to himself. But like I say, Okoro can play some okay defense, and Patrick Williams starting to look okay-ish in his role. I mean, 21 minutes, 12 points. 29 minutes, 12 points. All off the bench. 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, no blocks. He got a couple blocks there, but he's got a little length on him, right? So the Bulls got a little length that could, bother some perimeter players. You got Kevin Huerter coming out there shooting it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kevin Huerter. 15, 11, 15, 10. No, 15, 11, 15. You know he shoots the 3. So shout out to him, right? He needs to stay efficient right there, coming off that bench. Carter can defend some. Jada Smith, I like Jada Smith as a backup. Definitely Harry Potter. Jackson likes it. Jackson what you said, 23 and a half PRAs. Jackson took 19 and a half points in assists. 19 and a half points in assists. That's what Jackson took. So speaking of this game, when we're looking at the assists here. Player props. We're looking at so they threw I lost on fucking prop last night because of that start lineup change, right? I took Dennis Schroeder. I took his points, but what's his name ended up starting, man? Westbrook. So that threw me all the way off, man. It threw everything off. But then this Schroeder has been a thief. The steals have been there for him. So he's sitting at a half a steal for a parlay piece. That's something that you can take a look at. So I will track that as a parlay piece. Something that you want to put in your same game parlay. And definitely, it is what it is. But the assists sitting at 4.5. You don't take the points and assists. Don't let me talk you off what you're doing, but you know what you're doing though. You're a beast. You know what you're doing. You definitely. So it's a lot of guys over here. I don't know what to do with. Right? I ain't gonna lie. Because they got a lot of look. You got Dennis Schroeder. You got Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Sabonis, of course, and then you got Monk coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying? You got some, man, I don't know what to do with these guards, man. Russell Westbrook coming off the bench, Monk coming off the bench. They're going to have to make some moves. They might make a move or two or something like that. They got some guards. So they got people who can switch around to guard too. Keegan Murray still hurt. Yep. But Jackson nailed a couple plays with them yesterday. Jackson took the 3.5 threes for DeRozan. Levine, that cash. And they took Sacramento plus 10, that cash. But I don't know how many games they played in a row. Let's see. It's right here. Right. So what's this? This would be 3 and this would be 3 and 4. This would be a 3 and 4 for them. Right, just like you said. 3 and 4, few old men. Bulls, they like to get out there and run. We'll see. Sabonis. This will be a 3 and 4 for Sabonis too. Sabonis is just a hellified ass rebounder, bro. Shout out to Hartenstein, my official pick yesterday. He cashed his rebounds. I wasn't scared. I mean, I know Sabonis. You're gonna get your rebounds on Sabonis, and Sabonis is gonna definitely get his. Look, 14 rebounds off 25 rebound chances, 18 rebounds yesterday off 36 rebound chances versus the Bulls. Nothing. 17, 14, 21, 25. This rebound sitting at 13.5. You know, I always tell you, Vucevic will let you get yours, and say, hey, man, I don't want no problems. You get yours, I'm going to get mine, right? So that's how Vucevic roll. Now, I don't know if I'll be betting on any of these guys. Since DeRozan left, the Bulls 21-22. He's hit his points prop on them, 21-22 against the Bulls. Zach played against the Bulls once, 8 points. He's probably going to do the same shit again today, right? He might lay another egg today. Keon Ellis, not really interested there. Schroeder versus the Bulls, meh, right? I don't know. If I was a betting man, I might look at the Bulls. We'll see. I just don't got the. I don't know. I don't know. I like Sabonis, man. You know, so in some shape, form, or fashion, I don't know. They got so many guards and ball handlers over there. I don't know when this assist category is going to move up. Okay, I don't know when this assist category is going to move up, but we know Sabonis was a triple double threat. You know what I'm saying? I don't know when his assist number is going to roll up. Sometimes he goes out there and does what he did last night, give you 10 points. He sat on 8 points for so damn long, didn't make no damn sense. But take these motherfuckers for what they do until they change otherwise, man. So we know he's known for rebounding. So it is what it is. Giddey. Man, Giddey been balling, boy. Giddey been balling. Let me see. 11 rebounds versus them. The Bulls, I can see a lot of ancillary rebounds. I can see it, right? It's going to put somebody like Giddey and play for a double-double or something like that. If you ain't paying attention, he will drop the triple-double on you. But some of the ball handling duties and stuff like that, definitely going to Trey Jones. So Giddey rebounding, points plus rebounds. I can see that. DeRozan can't guard him. Levine probably can't guard him. And, yeah, you know, so... And then, so I couldn't talk you off his rebounds, his points plus rebounds. That's something, you know, PRAs, fantasy score, some shit like that. Whatever you want to do, I'm fine with it. It's just not an official play for me, but I think the Bulls, the Bulls know what they getting ready to face tonight. The Bulls finna try to come out here and put belt to ass, and they 3-0. So that's they trying to do that. They trying to come out here and do that to them. And this is a good spot. Young legs versus a few older legs. And like I said, the rest advantage goes to the Bulls. I don't bet games like that, right? I don't bet too many sides and stuff like that. But, just trying to keep that shit in mind. This could be a Bulls spot. We'll see what's going to happen. They got a lot of guards over here, though, bro. Kings got a lot of guards over here. Motherfuckers that can get hot, like Monk. Motherfuckers that can come in there with an attitude, like Westbrook. So it's, the rim protection ain't the best when it comes to the Bulls because you can't go right by You can't go right by Vucevic. So maybe a team total. We sitting at the spread, Bulls -5, 237.5 over under. Sacramento team points, 111, 117. Chicago Bulls team total, 121.5. Trey Jones, the assist, this is probably a yes. It is a yes for me. What is it? Sitting at 6.5, -118. You know what? Let's go take a look. I mean, yeah, it's in play for me, but between him and Giddey, let's take a look. Let's go to the Bulls. They got the point guard. No, that's player game log. $20 rebound chances versus Atlanta for him. 13 rebound chances. The passes, 67, 61, and 58. Point guard. Go to the shooting guard. I should be able to flip the script right there. Shooting guard. Trey Jones. 65 potential assists. 9 assists on 14 potentials, 8 assists on 11 potentials, 8 assists on 17 potentials. Versus Orlando, Atlanta, Orlando, and Detroit. Cashes, assist, props. More passes for him then, because he's been efficient in these first 3 games. More passes for him should equal more assists. Take a look at some of these. Take a look at let's take a look at the double-double for him. He's flirting with it. And that 1-3 is in play for him too. He's got 1-3 in every game this season. 12.5 points. He's 3 or 4 to that number. No, he's 2 or 3 to that number. And back-to-back games. Steals, multiple steals in each game this season, including a 5-steal game versus Orlando. Double-double at plus 490. He cooking. It's boiling, right? Just like a home run, right? Just like a bomb. He boiling, right? He cooking. He cooking that motherfucking double-double up at plus 490. 8, 8, and 9. What perfect team to get a double-double on than the Chicago Kings, right? So, if you want to throw a haymaker, there goes one. Round robin, a big hefty odds round robin play, or a ladder play, whatever. Let me see. Bulls, NBA. Let me go over here, man. Is that really real double-double? Double-double. 429 for Trey Jones. They don't think he got it in him. Okay, let's take a look. Point guard. Brooklyn. Sacramento. Okay. They daring us. They daring us to take that motherfucker. Sacramento, they daring us. Middle of the pack in pace. What about point guard and shooting guard assists? Sacramento. Okay. They daring us to take that fucking assist prop. Austin Reeves just gave them 11 assists. No, 9 assists. They faced... Wait a minute. Let's look at the point guards. Because they got Trey Jones at the 2. Let's just look at the point guards. Okay. Keontae George gave them 10 assists. And 18 points. And then what do we get for 10 assists? He's got to get the double-double. I can't. I would have to take my chance with that motherfucker double-double. Let me see. What we getting them 10 assists for? He coming on with that. He coming on. Yeah. He finding them motherfuckers. He getting them together. The Patrick Williams, the Kevin Huerter. He been scoring. Yeah. Hell yeah. Yep. 10 assists for Trey. Plus 368. So I would probably take the 10 assists before I take the double-double. That motherfucker go out there and give me 9 points or 10, I'm going to be sick. You could take them both or take the latter, but for him to get that double-double, it's definitely going to have to be 10 assists. So, I mean, at 368 for the double-double, and then for the 10 assists and then the double-double, I could live without a couple points. I mean, couple dollars, you know what I'm saying? Playing both, I don't care, but like I said, the combos, you get the 368 for the 10 assists, and then just for the double-double, you get for the double-double. What the fuck is the Bulls game, man? Right here. 360. So for the 10 assists, you get 369 or some shit. Was it 370? And then to add for a double-double and just to get you to 429. All right, what if he give you 9 points? Could have took that double-double for 3 something. But, hey, I'm just saying. I'm arguing with myself just in case I make the mistake. But sometimes that's how you got to look at it, man, you know? Because, boy. These motherfuckers go out there and sell. All right, Bruce Ellis. Got to keep his hands to himself, man. Got to keep your hands to himself. He hooked this number last game versus Atlanta. 6 for 14. Looks pretty good. Rebound props in at 5.5. It's an instance where he can get there. They're pretty small over here. I would, he's lengthy, quick. He'll probably be matched up with somebody like either DeRozan or Zach LaVine. Not scared of those guys. Defense versus these numbers. This season, Ryan Dunn got to his rebounds. Filipowski got to his rebounds at 6. Rui did not, but he had 18 points. Aaron Wiggins, 18 points, 6 rebounds, 4 of 10 for 3. You can also look at the points plus rebounds. That's something there. Vuzella's coming to the league. Like these guys used to play for us. All right, let's go. Right, type shit like that. Vuzella's from Chicagoland, so at the end of the day, you already know, right? We got to embrace him a little bit more. I was just telling my son that yesterday, man. He's from the Chicago area. His parents aren't from here, but they moved here. And then he moved later, but at the end of the day, we still going to honor that. So I can't talk off anything for Bruce Ellis. Bruce Ellis can go out there and get a couple steals and blocks as well. So, if he's feeling froggy, just got to keep his hands to himself. Vucevic versus Sacramento. Like I said, you can rebound off of Sabonis, right? You got to keep your hands to yourself. I could definitely see Sabonis coming in, getting his points together, scoring on Vucevic. But Vucevic has had some games, right? 14 boards, 12 boards, 13 boards, 14 boards. He can't get hot on the three. He's just coming off almost a triple-double versus them. Last time he played them, going up against his old buddies that used to play for us. He went out there and had 24, 14 rebounds, 8 assists, and interesting. Buddy didn't play that game. Okay, Sabonis didn't play. Valanciunas wasn't no punk anyway either, but Valanciunas probably got into foul trouble too, because I could see Valanciunas getting a lot of rebounds in a starting spot versus him. But like I said, Trey Jones played that game. He had 7 assists that game in 33 minutes. Kobe White had 35, 2 threes. He was getting buckets. Let me see: Monk, Levine, DeRozan, Keegan Murray, Arabia, Trey Lyles. They didn't have Rose Westbrook. They didn't have Schroeder. They didn't have Sabonis. Still think that Vucevic can get his rebounds, or what should get a double for -180? Nah. And the 1.5 threes for Vucevic, it's in play. I'll track that. And like I said, his rebounds are in play. Them numbers just get so high for Sabonis at 13.5, but he's a dog, man. It's in play. I can't even stunt like it's not when it is, right? I can't even stunt like it's not. And then his points prop is in play too, so I can't even stunt like it's not in play, man. Straight up. So Trey Jones, did I put his assists over there? Nope. Or points plus assists. Either way. Now this Pacers game. Let's look. Let's see. So Ben Shepherd, Aaron Naismith, Pascal Siakam, Huff, Isaiah Jackson. So Anthony Davis will probably be at the center, of course, because doubtful. What's the name? Doubtful. Both of them doubtful. Lively and Gafford. So I'm gonna really like Anthony Davis. This team likes to play with pace. So that's not. It's gonna be plenty rebounds. I'm going to just talk about this shit just like this. There's going to be plenty of rebounds and shit to go around, right? Now, Cooper Flag, I don't know. Clay, I'm not fucking with Clay. Even though Clay is in play, I'm just not betting on him. I like Anthony Davis to go ballistic here. And I like a lot of ancillary rebounds, right? I like a lot of ancillary rebounds for guys like Cooper Flag, PJ Washington's and, these guys to get in there and get some loose rebounds, okay? Versus this team. Cooper Flag and he coming off a 2 rebound game, like man, he coming off ran up against them OKC boys. Let's see. So Shepherd, I don't know, no more focus. I don't know, man. Now Pascal Siakam. I want to see what his shot attempts is going to be. I know I want to see that, right? I know I want to see that. Field goals attempted. No, not threes. Field goals attempted. I want to see that. I want to see you go out there and shoot them, and I don't even give a fuck if you make them or not type shit. All right? I know he this is where he come from, though. He's going to have that point forward role. He's going to be it's where he come from with Toronto. Toronto, he was doing everything. Pascal has no problem with stepping into a role like this. But it's just these motherfuckers they got around him. Man, it's terrible. No Ben Mathurin, no none of that shit. 21.5 shot attempts. He's hit that number in 2 of his last 3 games. 25 shots, 12, and 24. I'm going over that number if I was him. 21.5 shot attempts. I like it. But let's go back. Yeah, his usage percentage should be through the roof here. You could take a look at some of these numbers here. Like, I don't know, man. You take off... who do you take off, though, man? With all these people. I mean, I don't even want to do that. That shit don't even matter. We know he's finna have all the usage in the world. Now, he didn't win over this number twice this season. And he didn't win for 30 points in both of them. 3-pointers, interesting. 1.5 threes. He's hit this number in 4 straight games. Gotta hook that over there. That's a play that I like. And the shot attempts at 21.5, that's a play that I like. The assists, back-to-back games, he's hit this 5.5 assist prop. I don't think I'm going there. Yeah, but he can do it, though. He can really go out there and get busy. I ain't even finna act like he can't. So it would be the shot attempts for me. He'll probably be matched up with somebody like P.J. Washington or Flag. I would say probably P.J. Washington. So it is what it is. From a matchup standpoint, the best matchup for me, in my opinion, Anthony Davis, right? So 25.5 points, 11.5 rebounds. I like it both. You can look at the points plus rebounds, the rebounds individually, and whatever, right? So I do like that. And then some ancillary rebounds. I couldn't talk you off ancillary rebounds with somebody like P.J. Washington, who's no stranger to playing a lot of minutes. Minutes equal opportunities. Even if you don't go out there and score a ton, you could definitely look at the 3. This is 3. I mean, at the rebounds at 6.5, and it's a 3-point shooting league. So he doesn't. He don't have a problem with shooting at 3. 1.5 threes are in play for him. So it is what it is with that situation. Cooper Flag, still a rookie. So, Clay, I don't know, man. I don't know. Rebounds, like I said, ancillary rebounds, pace-up matchup, probably. He's got 4 rebounds in 3 straight games. The 2.5 rebounds for him, he could hit that. He could hit that number, right? Stumble into 2.5 rebounds. What's the rebounds for Cooper Flag? 6.5. I don't mind it. Shit. I mean, I don't mind it. I don't know if I'm going there. I don't mind it, though. And then if I swap and go to the point guard position with D'Angelo Russell, now he's played 29 and 30 minutes, 6 assists and 10 assists. Now, if he comes out there and they keep it going with him in the point guard position, yeah, I like the assists. So I'm just gonna put it up there so I could just make a note of it, and I got it sitting there. I got it sitting there boiling, right? The assists. Also, the 1.5 threes for him and P.J. Washington definitely is in play. So don't get that twisted, right? Just gave Toronto 24 points, 8 for 18, 2 for 7 for 3, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. His rebounds and assists will be under 10, probably sitting at 7.5, at the most 8.5. 8.5 at minus 128 for his rebounds and assists. So, that's something that you can take a look at right there. If he gets hot, you can give your ass the whole PRA line with just points. You can see he just put up 24 points. If he gets hot, he can give you 24. His PRA line is sitting at 18, right? So you can look at that as well, right? The PRAs, whatever. D'Angelo Russell. You do want to know who's in and who's out and who's starting, or whatever the case may be. Anthony Davis should be out there putting belt to ass with no bigs. He's the only big left. Speaking of who's in and who's out, let me take another quick look at X real quick and see who's going to be in and out here. I will refresh this. Azur Thompson, illness, president shoot around. And then we still got that shit right there. Okay, the same shit. All right, bet. I clicked on every major research tool before I got to where I was going. Right. All right, let's go. Denver, New Orleans. It's not nothing. I mean, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to say, right? Denver and the Pelicans. So right off the bat, I'll be playing this. I played it already. I'll be playing. This is an official play. I'll be playing it right now. For me, it's I took the 9.5 assists at like minus 105 or plus 105. I don't know, but the 9.5 assists for Nikola Jokic. That's an official play. I didn't even think about it, man. I just rolled over, grabbed my phone, and played that shit and went back to sleep. But he's hit that assist number in 3 straight games, right? Now he's hit this rebound number in 3 straight games too. You could next would be the triple double, right? You get it in. I seen it at like a plus 128. So you can look at the triple double, right? He's going to average a triple double this season. At the end of the day, 13 rebounds, 14. You could play all that shit. I wouldn't fuck with his points. I ain't gonna lie, but you could play the rebounds individually, the assists individually, and the rebounds and the triple double, right? If I'm thinking about points, I'm thinking about triple double, given the matchup, right? So I'm not really focused on Joker's points. You see what I'm saying? I'm looking at his peripherals. He wants these guys to be crisp. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Good matchup right here. Very good matchup. And the rest of the guys, I couldn't talk you off of it, man. Straight up. Whatever you want. Is there blowout risk? Yeah, there's blowout risk. But I'm not going to sit up here and predict one. Yves Missi. The four times he played Denver, he's hit this rebound prop in 2 of them, right? 6 rebounds in every game except for 1. If he keeps his hands to himself, I can see him getting to his rebounds for sure. And then Joker don't want to guard him, man. Joker don't want to guard him. So he could get his little shit on, but it's too much. It's too much variance and things of that nature going on. Do they have anybody to guard Zion? I mean, they could put what's the name on him? Gordon on him, but whatever, right? Now, rewinding it back, Jamal Murray. You can look at his rebounds and assists. You can look at his assists as well, right? His rebounds, the 3.5, he's been crushing that the last few games versus Phoenix and Minnesota. Points-wise for Jamal Murray, 25. He's been looking good, man. 20 shots. He's averaged the last 3 games, he's averaging over 20 shots. Points prop sitting at 22.5. Do with that which you will, right? He's taking over 20 shots, and your points prop sitting at 22. More than likely, if you're a good player, you're probably going to hit that number. Assists versus this team is over in 7 of 9. Jamal Murray should be in play here. Probably see somebody like Jordan Poole. So it is what it is, man. I haven't been betting on the Trey Murphys, the Pools, and all that shit. I'm leaving this game. Portland, Utah. Clash of the Titans here. You got Walker Kessler, who been playing with my emotions. Then you got the other kid Klingon over here. Klingon went and handled his business versus Ayton, 14 and 16. You like to see that. You know what I'm saying? So pretty big boy here, man. Pretty big boy here. So going up against, yeah, two young cats, man. That should be interesting, man. I like it, you know. Walker Kessler. Now, it's going to be some different. I'm going to have to switch up the way I'm trying to do things with him. But he ain't been super disappointing. I mean, he's just been missing his rebound. He been missing his rebound prop about 1 and 2, man. The book's been setting that shit pretty high, too. I seen it one time. He had the shit at 11.5. He ain't even done shit yet. So, but at the end of the day, man, two guys going at it, bro. So what I'm going to say here is Walker Kessler is pretty good at blocking shots, right? 2 of his 3 games, he's got 4 blocked shots. We can look at that. You know he blocks shots. His line is sitting at 2.5. Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? He could block some shots. So I'm guessing the steals and blocks is at 3.5. Now, he's been in the steals category, you know, this season. You know, 2 steals in every game except for 1. And he's been, you know, scoring, putting the ball in that rack. Lady Clippers 22. I don't know how he only had 3 points versus the Sacramento. I don't know how. And then he gave Phoenix 25. So at the end of the day, he's been shooting the 3 just a couple times, you know, but it's still early in the season. So I'm just not going to be jumping out there, you know what I'm saying, and cussing my day ones out. But at the end of the day, I don't know how I want to attack this. I ain't even going to lie. Between him and Klingon, I don't know how I want. Both of them will shoot the 3. Not that many, right? Both of them would shoot that 3. I mean, this is going to be an interesting game. This is going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. Lauri Markkanen, the usage is definitely there for him. He's going to take the shots, right? He's going to take the shots. You ain't got to worry about that. And, you know, a high percentage of them is going to come from 3, 7 3-point attempts, 13 3-point attempts, 13 3-point attempts. He's getting to his groove, right? He's loading his gun up. He's getting into his groove as far as, you know, shot taking, right? So can't take off anything for Lauri Markkanen, 23.5 points and or the threes. It's not somebody who I look to for rebounds, but definitely had an ancillary outlier rebound game at 14 versus Phoenix. So V will shoot the 3, multiple 3s in every game this year at 1.5. Keontae George been dropping dimes. I call this double-double this game versus Phoenix. I wasn't shocked, but I call this double-double. He's the only guy right there, you know, making things happen in the point guard position, and he will take the 3 as well. 7 attempts, 6 attempts, and 9 attempts. We know it's a 3-point shooting league, so you know it is what it is with that situation, right? So that's how we're gonna do that. I mean, these are the core guys that you would probably want to, even if you're doing same game parlays. Keontae George, you know he's gonna be out there. Lauri Markkanen, you know he's gonna be out there. Walker Kessler, you know he's gonna be out there. Take them motherfuckers for what they supposed to do, right? If you're scarce about the matchup between Walker Kessler and Klingon, don't fucking fuck with it, right? Even if you do go crazy, don't even worry about it. If you miss money, that's fine. You just don't want to lose no money, right? If you like to match up for somebody like Lauri Markkanen, who's going to give you the chance in the points category, right? Well, then that's what you need to be looking at for him, right? Don't get mad when you go over here and you see he's only had more than 5 rebounds. You know, he doesn't hit this line that much. Don't be mad when you take his rebounds and see it. He don't get there. And you see he's shooting the ball from 3 and shooting it, you know, take these players for what they do when you're doing your same game parlays, because you want to put this in there, you want to put that in there, you want to put that in there. No. I'm just saying. Keontae George, he shoots the 3, he drops dimes. That's what he does. He can stumble into some rebounds too, though. This rebound number look kind of, but we'll see. On the flip side, Donovan Klingon, He's getting a block every game. Pretty much a steal, pretty much every game. Them couple assists is interesting for a parlay piece. He's over in 3 straight. 8 rebounds. No. Let me see. What did he do versus Utah last year? 10-9 in 26 minutes. The last game, he got a 13 rebound game versus them. Let me see who was there. Because I had to look at that because Walker Kessler didn't play that game. All right. The game he had 9 rebounds. Let me see. That was going through that tanking phase, right? So none of the guys were playing. Okay, so it is what it is. You know, I've been rolling with Avija. The whole industry been rolling with Avija. I don't know how I feel about him in this one. I don't. From beyond the arc, that's a different story. He's over in threes and 3 straight. The rebounds been kind of, you see that? But he's putting up more points in threes. He's putting up more points. His rebounds could be, he's taking a hit on his rebounds. This season, as you can see, he hasn't had more than 7. You see what he was doing last season, 10, 9, 7, 15, 15, 11, right? He closed the season out on business. So, hmm. 4.5 assists. Now, they can give up some assists. Utah. They can't give up some assists. So, let's see. Because we're going to get to Drew Holiday, right? So that's my guy. How about assists? Utah. Number 1 in assists. Same as last year. Assists allowed. And number 1 in potential assists. They're giving up 3-point attempts to the point guard position. That is. The most 3-point attempts. Look at this. Just look at the top row. Green, right? So it's a good spot for a point guard, right? Okay. That leads us to Drew Holiday. So James Harden gave him 11 assists. Dennis Schroeder gave him 17 and 3 assists. Devin Booker, I guess, man, whatever, right? 34 and 20 and 10, right? So, whatever, right? Assists can be had. Drew Holiday's assist prop sitting at 6.5. Double for Drew Holiday plus 500. And I'm guessing that triple-double is plus 5,000. That's what I'm guessing. Don't give me the lion, but I could take a quick look and see. But don't give me the lion. $4,500 right here on FanDuel. $3,000 for Avija. Avdija. Them be the plays I'll just be like, damn, I wish I would have played that shit. From a team standpoint, good morning, Pat. Hooked again last night by Draymond assists, PRA, and Giannis rebounds. Giannis rebounds was so frustrating to me. Was so frustrating to me, man. Straight up, so frustrating, But I took his, rebounds and I took his PRAs, and he happened to hit the PRA. PRA was like 50.5. I think he had 52. So I went kind of like broke even on Giannis props. I took his rebounds individually, and then I took the whole PRA line just in case. I did not. I thought. I don't know. I ain't even finna say what I thought. Ooh, at 9.5. I know that hurts, man. I know that hurts. I do. All right, so let's see, point guard. So Drew Holiday is in a spot, okay? Drew Holiday is in a good spot here. So what I'm gonna have to do here, what's his point prop? I know his line's been moving. 14.5, right? He's been crushing it the last few games. We know he can get there, whatever the case may be. Versus Utah, he was with other teams, wasn't asked to do whatever, wasn't asked to do things. So what I feel like here, you could look at Drew Holiday points, PRAs, rebounds and assists, and or but I do think I might have to look at his points, man. So he's had 14 shots or better in 3 of his last 4 games. Give me Drew Holiday 14 shots and say, give me 15. I'm going to give you 14 shots and you give me 15 points. Would you bet that? I don't know. Given the matchups across the board, it's a little length around here. It's a little length. It's a little this, a little that. You could also consider the 3 points. He's over his 3-point line in 2 straight, multiple threes in 3 straight. The rebound line at 4.5. Don't know how I feel about it, but the assist prop, it would probably be points and assists, points plus assists. You want to get away with a fancy score? Okay, I can dig it. What? How many? What they've been doing with the assists? Portland. Portland. I seen somebody come in there and drop some dimes on Portland ads. For the point guard position, they give up the least assists. Small sample size though, not gonna take a lot into consideration. But you could, if you've been, you could just look at it and you could tell. You could tell. I mean, you could look at teams if you've been doing this for a while and just know where you can attack some of them at if you've been doing this for a while. So, that's something there that you could think about. So I got to like Holiday in some shape, form, or fashion. It's probably going to be points and or assists. So what I'm going to do right now is put his points and assists to the side. I mean, you can look at his PRAs too, man, if you really, really want to. He's over in 3 every game. Let me see something. Let's take a look at some of these shot profiles for these teams so far. What was that? Utah. So Utah, what is this? 3-pointers. Oh, okay. Utah. They give up the pull up 3-point attempts, 13. Catch and shoot 3-point attempts, they in the green. Corner 3-point attempts. Now these are attempts. They in the green. Above the break 3-point attempts, fast break points, second chance points. Okay. How about 3-pointers made? Utah. They give up the most 3-pointers made. Utah, top 3 in 3-pointers attempted. Okay, that's overall. Utah right here, assists, potential assists, 3-point attempts, 3-pointers made, field goal attempts, blocks and steals. They all in the green. Okay. They all in the green. So, and then of that, for the point guard, what do we know? For the point guard, they're in the green. All the categories except for rebounds and blocks, they're in the green. It's a go type shit, right? So you can look at fantasy score if you want. I mean, Drew Holiday, he got defense too, right? So, so it's more ways that you can figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, But I don't know exactly what I'm going to have to do it. So I'm going to put the points plus assists over there and live with the results. 21 points plus assists. Track that until I figure out which way I want to go, or just probably bet them both. Who knows? Points. We'll see if you talking putting pressure on motherfuckers. They're going to have to score. So points could be something that probably be the way. What do we got here? All right. Los Angeles and Minnesota. Interesting. We gotta project a lineup of Reeves, LaRavia. I could feel like they just played. They did just play. Oh, Luka was playing. Reeves, LaRavia, Vanderbilt, Rui, and Ayton. Dante DiVincenzo, Mike Conley, Jaden McDaniels, Julius I'm balling Randall, and Rudy, I need to bounce back Gobert, right? So, Rudy Gobert could be in play for rebounds right along with DeAndre Ayton. Julius Randle, you could look at his PRAs, right off the back. Dante DiVincenzo, you could look at his threes or points, right off the back. Austin Reeves, I haven't been betting him, man. I've been losing out on that money, but the matchup should look good for him, either Dante or Mike Conley. They're not the greatest defenders right now, and that's how it's going to be. Jared Vanderbilt can rebound the ball. Rui needs to be a little bit more aggressive. Let's take a look. The usage is there for this kid, man. So however you feel like you want to do whatever with Reeves, go ahead, whatever. I couldn't talk you off of it from the way he's been playing. Jake LaRavia projected in the starting lineup. I want to see what's going to happen with Marcus Smart, right? I need to know that because you're going to get value on Marcus Smart, and he's been out for a few games. I definitely need to know. So a little bit of injury news has been rolling on. Chris Murray, illness, downgraded to questionable. Zaire Williams listed out. Okay. So then going down here to the Lakers, Marcus Smart, questionable. Jackson Hayes, questionable. I need to see what's up with Marcus Smart. Somebody on that wing while Gabe Vincent is out. Somebody can come in on that wing, a veteran presence that can give us a few. That's going to allow me to bet on a few threes. That's probably going to be like his 2 threes going to be plus money, right? Or maybe his point prop, right? He just got to be healthy out there. LaRavia, nice matchup for him versus Sacramento. Took advantage of that situation. Don't be surprised. Jared Vanderbilt is a pretty good rebounder, right? He's playing 19 minutes, 26 minutes, 28 minutes. Don't be surprised if he go out there and get your ass 10 of them. I like his rebounds pretty much any give. If you tell me he's going to have couple decent rebounders out there though, and Gobert and Ayton. But if you told me he's going to get 29, 30 minutes, his rebounds going to be in play by default. I could probably filter his minutes right here to 29 minutes, more than 29 minutes, to see what he's done throughout his career. As you can see, 9 rebounds, 10, 4, 5, 9, 13, 7, 6, 11. A couple assists, which I was unaware of. Got some defensive intangibles, not block shots, but the steals can be there. Could probably be cutting lanes and stuff like that. Of course, this goes back to a long time, but he's got a long line of injury history. He was with this team, Minnesota. So, kind of a versatile defender, semi-versatile defender. Can probably go up to the 3 and 4, guard the 3 and the 4, some shit like that, and probably play a little bit of the 5. Rui Hachimura. I need to see more shots than that. I mean, that 13 and 10. Luka played this game. You took 13 shots. You took 10 shots and 12 shots. You need to take more shots, sir. You need to take more shots. 15.5 points. A person of your caliber, I'm scared. I'm scared to bet it. As soon as I get on it, if y'all been playing it, good. I won't even play it. Because as soon as I play it, his ass, I'm going to fuck it up for y'all. So I probably won't even play it, right? That's one of the motherfuckers that get on my nerves. DeAndre Ayton versus Gobert. This is his numbers here versus Gobert. 9.5 rebounds. The minutes are there. Well, the last 2 games he played 32 minutes. Whatever. Shit. Dante DiVincenzo. His line is up, right, on the 3s. They know. They ain't fucking around with him. They put his shit at 3.5. I don't know why. He's been hitting at 3.5, but he ain't been hitting it by that much. They moved it to 3.5. I mean, he been hitting at 2.5, but he ain't went over 2.5 yet. They put this shit at 3.5. Like, stop it. So he's taking 7 threes in every last 3 games. I can't take I have to look at raw points then, and then the raw points he ain't even got there, right? Only once this season. It's a decent matchup though. He could go off. But, it is what it is. He should go off. I ain't going to lie. When they make the switch, Mike Conley assists. His assist could be in play here. 25 minutes, 26, 24 minutes, 25 minutes. Versus this team, 4.5 assists. I got to put that over there. I'm probably going to end up playing that. Okay? 25 minutes versus the Lakers. I feel like I'm going to have to end up playing that. 16.5 points for Jaden McDaniels. Go ahead, knock yourself out, bro. I'm too early for me. It's too early for me right now, man. Straight up, it's too early for me, right? Julius Randle, somebody who I know is going to have a decent amount of usage here. Assist, 6.5 rebounds. Versus the Lakers, 4 threes, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 26 points. His PRAs are in play here. Career for him versus Lakers. Rebounds and assists, let me see. 12.5 and the 3, 1.5. Julius Randle in play. Some shape, form, or fashion, he's in play. He's in play. Yeah, Julius Randle in play. I don't know how I want to play him. What I'm going to do is throw the PRA up there. I'm just throwing the PRA up there because I don't know which way to go. Okay? Bang. Rudy Gobert versus the Lakers, whatever, right? I mean, whatever you want to do. He did show the ability to say, he did show reasons why he is still back. He still got it, rather. 18 rebounds versus Indiana. Hence, they get Anthony Davis today. So, 14 and 18, so they get Anthony Davis today. Last game on the docket here, right? Now, it's a few things I want to look at here. The first thing here, I'm going straight to the center position we're going to say straight to the center position for Phoenix. Also been starting at the center, 20 minutes, 23 and 13 minutes. Boom, right? Then you got to take a look at Mark Williams. His minutes, I guess they were limiting his minutes. 23, 13, and then boom, 30 versus Utah, 25, 11. Y'all gonna start me now? Or what y'all want to just keep me on the bench type shit, right? So keep an eye out on that situation. Till we get Coach Speed to saying, hey, you get a double-double for plus 170, right? Is he capable? Yes, he's capable, right? Just want to point that out there. He's coming off the bench. The first game versus Sacramento, beautiful matchup. They played him 23 minutes. He had 11 rebounds, 6 points. This is the real mark right here. 14 shots, 11 rebounds, 17 rebound chances. Keep in mind, 23 minutes versus Sacramento, he did have 19 rebound chances, 23 minutes. More rebounds, of course, more rebounds than chances than he had versus Utah. So, I mean, if you want to get to the party, go and get to the party, whether it's points or whether it's rebounds or whether it's both points plus rebounds. You can get the points plus rebounds at 21.5 if you don't want to go to a double-double, right? And truth be told, I don't know, was Jenny Green playing or what? I don't know. But love this spot for Devin Booker. And love the spot for Ja Morant. Now what y'all want to do, right? What they want to do. Keontae George just gave them 10 assists. They faced Jamal Murray. Joker probably was out there getting assists, right? James Harden, he had 7 assists. Okay. 7 assists for Dennis Schroeder. Can Ja Morant get these motherfuckers going, right? So Ja Morant is sitting at 7.5. And points-wise, Harden just gave him 30. Keontae George gave him 26 on 2 threes. We'll see what Ja Morant do, right? Ja Morant's history versus this team, 29, 29, 26, 27, 29, 34, 33, 26. If Ja Morant and Booker get out there and start talking shit to each other, you know it's going to be one, right? This could be one of them classic go back and forths, one of those. You never know what can happen, right? Ja Morant, this is where we want him, 23 shots, right? You give me 23 shots from Ja Morant and say, hey, go give me 25.5. More than likely, I'm taking that bet. You know he had to take 20, a bunch of shots. He wasn't taking a lot of shots. He took 20 shots here, efficient, 13 for 20 versus New Orleans. We're going up against Clay, Steph and them. Of course, they whipped their ass, but he knew he had to put the ball in the rack. You could look at points plus assists, or you could take them one individually, right? I think he's hitting one of these, if not both, right? If you're feeling really confident in his points, you could probably take him up to 30. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. And the free throws could be in play as well. You want to take a look at that. And then, just like I say, man, Booker, we know what the deal is. We know who these guys are. And I don't mind Jaren Jackson Jr. either in certain instances. I don't bet his rebounds, though. And for the center spot, I mean, Jock Landale, like, come on, man. But, yeah, versus Memphis. Now, Devin Booker, he have been dropping dimes. Different type of teams, though. Different type of teams. 8 assists or better in 4 of his last 5 games versus this team. His assist prop probably juiced up at minus 134. If you want to catch that 7, be my guess. You know, it is what it is with that situation. He's have to take over more of the scoring load right now. So he's got 30 points this season in 3 of his last 4 games. His points prop sitting at 29. You could look at his assists. You could look at his points. You could look at whatever you want to look at there. And that sums it up for me for this slate, bro. 2 hours. You know, it is what it is. We went through a lot. We missed a lot. We touched on a lot, right? Oh, shit. 2 official plays for me. Two official plays for me. The Joker over 9.5 assists, and I'm playing the triple double. I supposed to played it earlier at a minus 128. I mean plus 128, because I'd rather take the triple double. I'm taking the assist, triple double. I took the assist already. The triple double and the points plus. I mean, and the rebounds, or no. No. I'll take the rebounds by itself. I'm not even gonna put them together. I'm gonna take them. I'm gonna play his rebounds and his triple double. I already played his assist. Right. I played the 5.5 rebounds. It's pain. It's pain. Right? And what's even more pain, I played the double-double for Sandro at plus 1,400. That's even more pain, right? So I got one good prop, official, and one pain prop. Mobley, wonderful spot of the day type of prop, right? Wonderful spot for him. Don't go out there and fuck it up. History, Donovan Mitchell, big time history versus them, right? Paolo, I like the spot for Paolo, right? Dyson Daniels, been a prime under candidate all season long, going up against a bad defense. He probably still stay under. I'm going to keep on riding it. He probably don't even want to shoot. Sarah, 2.5 assists. I probably wouldn't take the under here, right? Lean towards the over. Schroeder, parlay piece for a steal. Vucevic, 1.5 threes. Come on, step out here, man. Come on, step out here, right? Jones, over his assists. Yes, please. Pascal Siakam, the 1.5 threes I can see there, but I'm really looking at the shot attempts on 365, over 21.5, I believe. I like it, right? Take the shots. I don't give a fuck if you make them. Cooper Flag, no, I didn't mean to put that there. So I'm taking that shit down to 5.5 assists. D'Lo. If I'm watching for the D'Lo, if he starts, then I like D'Lo's 5.5 assists. Holiday, I don't know how I want to attack him, either points or either assists. Something telling me take his points though. So either way it go, he been killing it though. He's been killing it for us. 4.5 assists for Conley. Yes, please. I just gonna have to crack me. I don't know how I want to attack the Julius Randle play, right? But I just know he's in play, right? Points, either assists or rebounds. I got to figure that out. It's some other plays that I didn't put up there. But that's if you watch the stream, then, it is what it is. Last but not least, we're going back over Jackson again. They like Trey Jones, 19.5 points and assists. Cedric Coward, over 15.5 points and plus rebounds. Atlanta Hawks money line, parlay piece. Kristaps Porzingis, 1.5 threes. Oh, Trae Young, 10.5 assists. Jamal Shead, 9.5 points plus assists. I got to look into that. Portland Trail Blazers, +3 versus the Utah Jazz. Should be a good game. With that said, peace out, fam. Peace.